Hey, Miss Gideon here. I'm going to help with the Unit 4, Lesson 3 in Math 7b. And the first example we are finding the slope of the line. It's pretty much straightforward if you can identify your ordered pairs. So let's look at the first ordered pair that I see right here. This ordered pair, remember we start at the origin, go over, left 2, so our x is a -2, and then down, actually that's 1, 2, 3, so -3. That's our first order pair. Our second order pair is right here that they're showing us. And this, if I go from starting at 0, go over 3, so 3 is the x value, and up 7, so 3, 7. So now I'm going to write these order pairs over here. I'm going to do my -2, -3, so we can see them a little bit better, and 3, 7. Remember, the slope is the change in y over the change in x. And this is what I tell my students to do. Label it x1, y1. If you do this, you'll never make a mistake. x2, y2. So the slope is the change in y2 from 1. So we're taking 7, which is y2, minus the -3, so minus a -3 from y1, over x2 minus x1. x2 is 3 minus -2, and notice I am minusing a negative. So remember what that means? We'll show you when we keep going. So if we take a 7 minus a -3, remember we change it to plus, change the sign follows. So it's really 7 plus 3. So 10 is our numerator. Do the same, change to plus, change the sign that follows. So I have 3 plus 2, which is 5. And here we can see 10 divided by 5 is 2. So our slope, which is our m, is 2. So the slope is equals 2. That is the slope of the line. All right. There are other ways to do that. In fact, let's go ahead and do that really quick. Let's do that just by counting on the line real quick. So say I didn't want to do that formula, and you have a graph, so you can actually use your graph here. So I'm going to start with this point right here because it's on the intersection of the line. Like when I say intersection, I mean it's like right there on the dot. So we can start here, and the next one I see is up here. So I put a dot there. So how many y values do I change? I go 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll go up 4, so that's a +4. And then x values, I go over 1, 2, over 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. So the slope is 2. So that's another way you can do it if you have a graph and you can identify points. So then you get an example like this. A line passes through the points -1, -1, and 2, 8. Second line 2 passes through the points 6, -1, and 7, -1. Find the slope of each line and which line has a greater slope. So again, what did I tell you to do? I said do x1, y1, x2, whoops, that's a y, sorry, y2. And this is for line 1, so line 1. Our y value of 2, in other words, 2 means like it's the second set. This is the second set of ordered pairs. Minus your y value of 1 over x2 minus x1. So we have 8, right? 8 y2 minus a -1 over a 2 minus another -1. Continue on. Remember, we change the subtraction to addition. Change the sign that follows. So I have 9. Change, skip, change, over 3. So this slope is 3. So line 1 slope is 3. Line 2, and I'm going to put it here. And I've got x1, y1. I promise you if you do this, it'll help you. x2, y2. So write it on paper. So I know that the formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. In other words, the second pair over the first pair, or subtracted by the first pair. y2 is a negative 1 minus y1, which is another negative 1. Notice, watch those negative signs. And then I've got x2 is 7 minus a positive 6. All right, I want to find the values. So skip, change, change. So I've got negative 1 plus 1, which is 0. 7 take away 6, which is 1. 0 divided by 1 is 0. So which is greater, line 1 with the slope of 3 or line 2 with the slope of 0? So obviously it is line 1. Hope you find this helpful. Miss Gideon.